Dominating an era with unreal biceps and forearms, the top roll legend, Arsen Liliev. Today, let's dive into his matches, style, and training. Arsen versus John Zenk. If John drags Arsen into a long battle, John wins. But the real issue is the speed, going 0 to 100% right at the start. Arsen pins John's hand before he can even slip. Arsen dominates early, even in the straps, leaving John with no choice but to defend underneath. The result? A 3-2 victory for Arsen. Arsen even took down the mighty Andrei Pushkar. First, he barely gets a slip. A quick pull, and Pushkar is successfully halted. Then he rotates and slams Pushkar down. Foul or not, you can see how insanely strong he is. Next up is Richard Lupkus, whose raw power rivals Pushkar's. But this one ends even faster. Lupkus lacked the skill to match that insane speed gap. He couldn't even react before it was over. Already 70% down before the start. Arsen's winning streak doesn't stop here. Even the invincible Todd Hutchings, in Arsen's prime, gets blown away. That speed is just cheating. In round 4, Arsen even takes his time attacking, but his back pressure still completely crushes Todd. Unbelievable power. Then comes the biggest match of his life, against the Russian monster, Denis Cyplenkov. No way he beats Denis. Right. Sensing the speed gap, Denis forces a slip and drags it into a strap match. Arsen keeps attacking the top in straps, but gets caught off guard by Denis's surprise flop. Never giving up, Arsen uses his light-speed top roll to fight back and keep the rounds neck and neck. Now, the deciding round 5. It's top roll versus open top roll plus flop. This time, Arsen skillfully shuts down the flop. After his second flop fails, Denis tries a king's move, but Arsen crushes his thumb and claims the ultimate victory. Looking at his training, he starts with cupping plus side pressure. He uses a thin handle to focus on pulling power, rather than just wrist strength. He covers any weak spots with standard dumbbell wrist curls. Next is his signature move, the Arsen curl. It's basically a hammer curl with pronation. The key is pulling it to your ear like a phone call. As the weight goes up, he carves a wide outer circle, scooping it up. In his prime, he trained this with a whopping 55 kilograms. Again, this prioritizes arm power over the wrist. His rising method is like Devon Larratt, using a belt over the knuckles. Sometimes he just holds the position, or shifts the belt forward for more resistance. He even does scooping with a straight arm like Todd, proving he actually worked hard on his rising. He also does partial back pressure curls, or even squats with his arm locked in place. Just use these as a reference. Looking at his comeback training later on, the trademark Arsen curl is still there. Next up, Arsen's pronation curl. He curls the strap while pronating his wrist. Since he holds it in a back pressure position, it's a 3-in-1, rising, pronation, and back pressure. He also mixes in barbell curls, wrist curls, and lat pull-downs. Seems like he kept his routine pretty diverse. Finally, let's analyze Arsen's arm wrestling style. Arsen's top roll is technically a high top roll, but he wins with arm power rather than hand control. In slow-mo, before he even takes the top or opens the wrist, his arm is already dragging John to the pin pad. Since arm strength was his true weapon, he focused on his arm more than his hand and wrist. Looking at the Todd Hutchings match again. Yes, he attacks the wrist with back pressure, but he also has the power to drag Todd's thumb to the pad. His mechanics are back pressure plus side plus some pronation. His rising just holds rock solid during the explosion. Surprisingly, the athlete most like Arsen is Levin Saganashvili. Levin also used high setups and side pressure. Both crushed their opponent's position with raw arm power, prioritizing back pressure over rising plus pronation. Basically, Prime Arsen was a mini speedy Levin. To be precise, half the size, twice the speed. But the person suffering more than his opponents was probably the cameraman. Ugh, where do I even aim? Unpredictable movements from the Geodude. Like, sub, and join membership. It helps a lot.